Yo, Raider
Raiders.
Nation, Raider personnel.
Raiders. In your heart, in your minds, in your schedule. Dun dun dun.
Heck
18 weeks
yeah,
of the year.
man. Welcome back, Raider Nation.
Raiders.
This is Raider personnel. And it's been some time, but this guy, he's a big time Raider. I say some people still miss him. Some people were happy to see him leave. But our boy Derek Carr was with the Raiders for 9 seasons, almost 35,000 yards accomplished with the Raiders before moving on to the Saints. And who knows what the hell happened there, but he is happy to leave there and walked out with some money. All kinds of shit. And that's what we're going to give you a tribute to. Not necessarily a tribute. I don't know about tribute, but definitely for sure a round of applause for Mr. Derek Carr, man. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
He was good in the beginning. We all know when everything turned bad. You know, he was in the middle of an MVP season, man. I think he had like 20 plus touchdowns with like only single digit interceptions. He was killing it. He was motivated. He was the leader, and then boom, that injury. And I think it was like week 16, and so right before the playoffs, we went in and lost to the Texans. Yeah, and that was super sad.
Yeah,
but that was it. After that, man, he just wasn't the same. But when he was good, man, he was accurate. Him and Cooper were on fire.
Yep.
You know, he was just
Crabtree.
putting it where it needs to be. Right. Yeah, Crabtree. Yeah, he was the man when he was good. But
for sure.
Injury, I mean, you can tell because he was scared.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, after the injury, for sure, he wasn't the same. And it's sad because that was like his third year. You know, coming in, getting drafted. What's funny to me is getting drafted by the Raiders, and who was the coach? Dennis
Allen.
He goes to the Saints. Dennis Allen gets fired, and then of course, you know, he's gone now from the Saints. But back in 2014 actually, he was drafted by the Raiders, and 2015 is actually when Jack Del Rio came in and actually made some changes. Man, I mean that was the start of something better because they were. The year before in 2014 they were 3-13, and now in 2015 they were 7-9. So you could see the improvement. Everybody was juiced. Khalil Mack was there killing it. You know, again, you said not Crabtree, but Amari Cooper was there.
Yep,
and Latavius Murray. You know, that was a nice little squad.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely changed it. Injury. He definitely changed it. I mean, and Del Rio at that point came from Jacksonville, and he just spent like years in Jacksonville. I mean, obviously it didn't work out well, but sometimes it's not always the coach. Sometimes it's ownership, you know, getting the pieces where it has to be done. But, you know, he was there for a long time, so we knew we had a good coach. And right off the beginning, he installed confidence in us and stuff like that. So,
exactly.
You know, we were playing a lot better. Yeah, we're a more disciplined team. We're established. But then I guess the year after that, it was just... Don't know what happened, just downhill. And then Gruden came in, and you know, Gruden did his thing. You know, the quarterback whisperer, self-claimed.
Drafted a whole bunch of people who are no longer with the Raiders, and at the same time got rid of Khalil and Cooper, and you know, a nice little squad that we had there. But
and he got great picks, like for what he traded them for. He got great things. It's just we didn't turn them into anything. Like those players should be like leading our team right now in something.
Yeah,
and nothing. Josh Jacobs was the only one that worked out, and we didn't even sign him.
Yep, exactly.
And you know, he really wanted to stay. I mean, I hate that he's talking shit about us. He really wanted to stay.
And again, throughout that time, Jacobs, though, man. No, throughout that time, Carr was definitely doing his thing, right?
And he was slinging it.
Yeah,
sitting in that pocket, just.
Yeah, for sure. Letting him happen, putting it on the right corner, making sure of the end zone. But of course, he would also make
Colton
dumbass
Miller
mistakes,
too.
like dumbass mistakes, like running for a touchdown when he's at the 5-yard line, and causing a fumble.
Yeah, so, that was his thing, always fumbling.
There was a game I went to against the Cowboys, and I had left early because they were down by a score, and they were rallying back. And it was, you know, you want to beat the traffic.
Yep, so, that's true. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm listening on the radio, and Carr runs, man. He runs, and he's at the pylon, reaches and causes the fumble, and the ball goes into the end zone. causing a safety. I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the result of that play. But yeah, that was hilarious. And he
Yeah.
was known for doing shit like that. And so when I saw him jump
Yep.
over the defender and land on his wrist like he did
Yeah.
last year or 2 years ago, whatever the hell it was,
Yeah.
it was just like what
He
the
was
hell?
already past the first yard too, I think.
Past the first down marker, yeah.
Yeah, he was past the first down marker and he
Yeah.
was still reaching and bam. Now he's retired.
Hilarious. But give the man some credit, man.
Yeah.
The guy ranks amongst top quarterbacks,
Yeah.
ahead of Kirk, and between Joe Flacco, results like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but higher
Even
than Steve
Rivers.
Young, bro, as far as
Mhm.
as passing yards, okay?
Oh yeah.
Higher than
Yeah.
Steve Young, and that's with Jerry Rice on that team. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. That's true.
consider
Yeah.
that, Troy
Jerry
Aikman
Rice
as well.
and Terrell Owens.
Yeah, bro, yeah, seriously.
Oh, maybe not Steve Young. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't think Terrell Owens wasn't there.
Yeah, it was the other guy.
Yeah, so the unfortunate
Yeah.
thing, though, right, as it comes to the end of his career
Mhm.
with the Raiders, is how it happened.
Yeah.
Some people were tired of him. People were like, "Oh yeah, we just want to see him go." We're just tired of Carr and his little BS, especially
Yeah.
after crying and the drama and shit that was happening that year.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
I thought he would get some
Yeah.
yards that year with Devontae as well, right, joining the team
Mhm.
that same year. So
Hmm. Yeah,
So-
that was supposed to be the big explosion, but that
Mhm.
didn't turn out. And we should have had more year with McChicken shits. That
Yeah.
wasn't going to happen with a
Yep.
terrible coach.
exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, like he had his good seasons, he had his moments, but in the end, we're all gonna remember the bad. And then the way he left, for me, it didn't make sense. Like, why would he accept a trade? I was like, they're gonna release you anyway. That's what I was thinking in the back of my head. But I was like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, we'll get some draft picks. And then when he was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good, and the Rays were like, well,
No, I
we
think his
want you.
contract was a no trade clause, so that's why they couldn't trade him.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
so yeah, that's what happened
Yep.
there, and
Mhm.
sitting out the last two games, but the Raiders cut him just before they had to pay him. Like the
Yep.
day before they cut
Yep.
him, just before they had to pay him, and then there was
Just
that
so we could pay the other
shit
guy
talking.
to sit
To suck.
for half the
Fucking-
year.
Oh my god, yeah. Seriously,
That
Jimmy
was
Garoppolo,
crazy.
The worst.
Yeah. And oh man, yeah. So at least Derek Carr wasn't Jimmy. So
He was the best
he
since
held
Gannon,
his
dude.
head
And
high.
Gannon got us to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. That's the only difference.
I think he leads our in the careers in comeback wins and fourth quarter touchdowns and shit like that. So
Right.
so he, like I said, he had his moments. He had his game winning moments marching down the field. After that
Yeah.
injury, it was just he was seeing shadows. He was worried about too many things that wasn't like football. And
Yeah.
and sort of towards the end of his career, man, like the locker room started turning on him. Like the Raiders
what I mean.
locker room started turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Saints. And I think it started because he made a comment on someone's money, and then it was just all bad. And yeah, so which just
Well-
I think it was something to do with the Kaepernick kneeling stuff. I think he had said something.
Oh.
The whole locker room was just like, "Oh hell no!" And
Yeah.
yeah, and so, but yeah, hey, we're in better times now. I mean, I like
Yeah,
Gino.
for sure.
You know, I like Ashton Genty. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. If we would have had Jacobs, we probably wouldn't get Genty. We're going good.
Yeah.
Good luck, Carr. We miss you, but we don't.
Yeah. But we're moving on. It's just a good feeling,
Mhm.
like
Oh
like
yeah,
a consensual breakup, I guess you could say.
exactly.
Such
Yeah,
a
we
breakup.
both went separate ways. You know, one of
Yeah.
us is doing better, but yeah.
Yeah, it was rough for him. The Saints with the Saints
Yeah.
that first year too as well. So yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm sure the Saints fans
Yeah.
are happy to see him go, man. But what's
Oh, yeah.
new this week with the Raiders, man, is the schedule. Right, so far to me, there's a 50-50. Usually there's a lot of traveling with the Raider games, and I'm
Mhm.
seeing less traveling here, a little more balanced games.
Yep.
What's the plan? What are your thoughts here on this schedule?
We definitely give us a easy way to start. They give us a break
Yeah.
with New England.
Yeah,
And then they're gonna a first away game. Why not be New England, somewhere we
Yeah.
can get? You know, I feel like their defense will be still better because of their coach. But I don't see that offense doing anything against our D line.
Mm.
So I think that would be like a really good start. Then we have the Chargers at home. So you know,
Yeah.
if we're gonna face Chargers, they are who they are. They're a tough team. They're in division.
yeah.
As another Pete Carroll and Harbaugh
Yeah,
matchup. So
rivalry.
that's going to
Yeah,
be great.
yeah,
Right? Yeah,
yeah,
from Stanford to Niners and now. So that's awesome. And then Commanders. That's probably going to be our very first tough game. You know,
yeah,
Jaden Daniels. There's obviously more tape on him. He's a star. That man's got some skills. And then we got the guy right
yeah. I
before
want to
that was
see that.
drafted before him, Caleb Johnson, and which
Yep,
I'm excited for that one because I get to see
Ben
Johnson
Johnson.
like you
Yeah,
show what's up, man, the team that you could have been on.
that would be cool. That would be cool.
hmm
But who knows if
And in
Ben
Vegas
Johnson would have
too.
gave you Geno Smith, you would have probably drafted in this one.
That's true. That's probably true.
Yeah,
That's probably very true. And then the Colts, they don't know what they got going. I don't even know who their quarterback is going to be. So
Richardson, is
and we're
it
playing
Richardson?
them maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
Who
in
knows?
Lucas Oil.
Flacco could be
So
too. Yeah,
exactly, yeah. All the away games are going to
yeah.
be easy.
Cam Ward
The
will be in
Washington
at home.
Commanders.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cam Ward at home. That'll be pretty cool. Cam Ward, Ashton Genty, the top rookies going at it, top
yeah,
5 pick rookies or top 6, I
yeah.
guess. That'll be pretty cool. Pretty excited. I expect to spank them. And then our biggest challenge right there at Arrowhead, Sunday, October
Yeah, I know.
19th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
that's gonna be it. Yeah,
yeah.
that's gonna be everybody's tuned in. At that point, we should know who we are.
You're
We
right,
should know if we're a
right.
team that should be taken serious, and then we'll just pretty much tell our season right there. Then we'll go into
Yeah,
bye, figure shit out, and then a pretty good schedule after that, man. The Jaguars, we get to see Travis Hunter, so that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be pretty dope. In Vegas
right.
as well. That'd be a good game to catch. Broncos, you already know we're gonna spank that ass. Cowboys, Cowboys suck, but it's always good to see them, and that's gonna be on ESPN too. So that's a
Yeah.
Monday night game for the light in Vegas. That's gonna be pretty
With
big.
the last game being against
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City too as well, and that's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's gonna let us know, man. If if we contend throughout the whole season and get to
Yep.
that 18th game against against Kansas
The
City,
Chiefs.
and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're like fighting for first or maybe even second, trying to
Yeah.
get in a wild card spot. That's gonna be crucial, man. That's gonna come down.
Yeah. I mean, if the
Yeah,
Chiefs are in first, you already know they're gonna sit their players.
yeah,
So, or if they don't have like anything to play for, they're gonna sit their players. So, like if
yeah.
they're second, but like if a win or loss doesn't matter, they'll just play bench. But yeah, I mean, we got the Texans too.
True.
That's a cool one. Eagles, the Super Bowl champs in Philly, so that's
Mm-hmm.
a cool one. I might want to go see that Houston Texans one because it's gonna be here in December
Okay,
twenty
there you go.
first. Ah, whose
Yeah.
birthday is that?
It's Litos, your brothers.
Yeah, maybe he wants to go to that game. He's gonna be like, I don't watch
I don't
football.
even know. I don't even know. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't even know if that's his actual birthday.
Right? I think so. It is though.
Yeah. That's hilarious. But yeah, that's okay.
It's
So
fun.
the times for those.
Fun
But the thing
schedule.
is this: I noticed that am I tripping, or is a home game at 10 a.m.? Oh no, it's 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so it's a Sunday night game. All right. Okay, I'm like 10
Yeah.
a.m. I'm like, what the hell? But
No,
yeah,
no,
10
no,
p.m.
yeah,
the Sunday night game against New England. So yeah, at Gillette. Oh no, sorry, against
Yep.
the Chargers.
No, the Chargers. Yeah,
I
it's 10
scrolled.
p.m. on Monday. It's a Monday
Yeah.
night football.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Monday night. Okay,
Yeah. So 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 my
you're right.
time,
ESPN.
8 your
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. We got 3. Let me see. We got so far 3 national games.
Right.
So that's going to be awesome. We got the Chargers Monday night, and then we got Denver Broncos Thursday night on Prime Video,
Yep.
and then the Cowboys Monday night again in Vegas. So,
Yep.
and then the
I
Sunday
see.
December 28th and Sunday January 4th games, they say 2 TBA. So
Yeah.
depending on if
Depending
the
on
Chiefs
where
and
we're
Raiders
at.
are still,
Yeah. If we're
if they're
contending,
fighting for first. That's gonna be
that'd be sick.
a main game.
It's a heavyweight battle right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. So yeah, tune in for Raider personnel. Leave a comment below. What are your thoughts? Do you miss Carr? Do you miss him? I don't miss him.
Oh, I miss my old car.
Let us know what you think about the schedule.
Raiders.
Drop a like, Raider personnel.
Raiders, Raiders, Raiders.